Hello, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Nice to see all of you again this wonderful Monday morning, 8 a.m., Lima, Peru. so, we're doing great. Had a lot of issues actually that I can talk about, I guess. So, yeah, it's gonna be one of those episodes. So, yeah. I hope that everyone had a fantastic weekend and you're going to be doing awesome today as well. Just gotta keep on working and moving forward. Um, that's how it goes. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take talk about problems for Stellargate and what I've been up to. So problems. Basically, I'm trying to incorporate now. I was trying to incorporate a front end to what is this called? To Phantasma. All right, this is for a project for Nina. And it was rough because the thing is, like, I know I was working with a front end for ICP, but it was based on a regular CSS, JS, and what else was HTML. And now I was working with Svelte, and Svelte. I really like Svelte because I've been using that, and I think it's really quick when we talk about front end. I think Svelte is really quick. Obviously, it's not as, I would say, maybe it's not as you cannot do things as pretty as things on React, maybe. But like, to be honest, I don't really mind too much about things being pretty unless it's in game. But when we're talking about a website, we want things to be quick, right? Specifically, if we're gonna do operations with blockchain, I think the quickest the better, right? That's how I think about it. So I was looking at it and I'm like, yeah, we need to do this with Svelte, and I'm accustomed to Svelte. But the thing is that using Svelte on ICP was kind of intense because they do have a template and that is easy, right? You can work with the template. But I was trying to do a login to Phantasma via ICP, and this proved to be a challenge because Phantasma uses a port that I was unaware of. Okay, when we try to to test things with a wallet signing, and I realized this, and I said, "Oh snap! Like I don't know how to do this." So I was failing almost the entire day trying to get a login for it. At one point, I was like, you know what? I don't even know if it's a problem with logging in with whatever custom code I'm doing. I do have an example of a working code, and that is obviously our SOC. SOC works with Svelte and it logs into Phantasma with no problem. So I was thinking, you know what? I mean, at one point I'm gonna bring SOC to ICP, so I might as well try to do it right now. That proved to be like probably one of the worst decisions that I could have done for this, because obviously it's a big website and it's complex. And so I was trying anyways. I was like, let me just try it. I kept on failing, and I started to understand a little bit better how the thing works with ICP. Because the thing is that you have to do things a certain way on ICP, or else your front end is just not gonna show. And so, yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ, this thing is not showing. This thing is not working. I'm unable to connect to the wallet. Why am I not able to get to connect to the wallet? I wasn't receiving the data from it. And I was like, oh my God. At one point, then I was able to finally do a login. But then I was not getting any feedback. Like, and then suddenly it would just drop me and say, okay, you're out. I was like, oh God, like this is so annoying. So I started working more, and then I said, you know what, I'm out of the website. I think that's a project for later, when we have an extra developer that can help me with bringing SOC to ICP completely. And so I started thinking how I can do this in the simple way again, and the problem was literally just a policy problem. It's just basically on the headers, kind of stating, "Hey, can you interact with this or not?" And yeah, that was just my problem. So I fixed that. I run the code, and I was able to log in. So I had the entire day spent just because of a policy. I was so I was so unamused from what just happened. So yeah, that was basically the entire problem yesterday. And so we come now forward to the present as to what I'm working on. So why am I using Phantasma for this? Is because I'm accustomed to Phantasma. I cannot deny it, right? I'm accustomed to Phantasma. I can do contracts on Tom, no problem. I can do TS, right, TypeScript with Phantasma, no problem. I have done websites with Phantasma, no problem. So I think it's really good that I do Phantasma. And on top of that, I know they have an issue taking money out and bringing it into Phantasma. So what better way to empower the Saturn DEX right now currently running on Phantasma than to allow for a cross-chain transaction to happen with Phantasma. So because I could have gone to Solana or something else, you know, I mean, I still can and I probably will, because that's just the nature of our brand new DEX. Right. So yeah, I'm doing a cross chain swap basically between Phantasma and Binance, and this is gonna be very interesting because we're using things that I just, you know, I don't think anybody has ever thought about, right? And how we're gonna do the architecture for it too. It's gonna be a lot of test and trial and error basically. So yeah, I'm on that. I've been working on that all this morning as well, and it's been pretty fruitful. I'm also incorporating AI into it because I really love AI, and I made Nina. So I guess one of the prompts I forgot to mention is that I was also making Nina, so it's the sister of Lena on Telegram, and I actually wanted them to talk to each other because I thought it would be cool. But yeah, I was having issues with it because apparently Telegram doesn't allow bots to talk to each other. So I made Nina for that extra reason, and well, that extra reason is no longer a bonus. So it doesn't matter because Nina on Telegram basically is gonna interact with the cross-chain swaps. And so I was testing also for Nina to say a couple things there in Telegram, you know, to see how it interacts with Telegram. For example, when we mention how much KCAL a user has, but in this case, remember, we're thinking about not a user, but a contract, right? Because we're making contracts on each chain. We're gonna have to check how this we call like balances of the contract, and maybe Lena can start to say what I'm sorry, Lena, no, Nina can say what the price will be for assets across chains. I think that's pretty cool. Even relay data about balances across chains, even allow users to do swaps on Telegram without the need to go to you know, the website. I think that's pretty cool, right? So all of these things are being thought of when we're making the cross-chain swaps, and I think it's gonna be really cool because just imagine you're on the go and you really want to swap for something, but you're not at home, right? And you want to swap it, and you have connected your Telegram, right? If you set some money aside, you know, remember, think always a hot wallet is a hot wallet, and you set aside some money on the, you know, for this type of transactions, you can do a swap for a token that you like from one chain to another, no problem, right? So the way that you could do it is via Telegram, and I really like Telegram, and I've worked already with Telegram so much that I can kind of know how we can do this, right? So yeah, I mean, what better way than to talk literally with the AI, and I think that's just the best way to do it, right? Because the AI can understand you much better. Instead of putting commands, you can just say, "Hey, can you send this to this account?" No problem. The AI will understand it and do it. You can do commands, but I think most people get a kind of they get a they might not know command structure in Telegram, right? Maybe it's not as easy. It's easier if you just say it in a sentence. So what better way to use an AI than do it that way, right? Obviously, all of this has to be thought of in economic terms as well. We're thinking about a service, you know, whatever. But yeah, I think that's the way to do it. So anyways, that's currently what I'm working on is keep on moving forward with the integration of Nina on the cross chain swaps, because I think it's the easiest thing to do. Obviously we can expand to NFTs and other stuff that we can do as well. including values from clans as well. There's just so much stuff that we can do with Nina and logistics operations across chains that is ridiculous, the amount of things that we can do. So if this thing happens and it works, then it will be great, right? It will be awesome. So yeah, other than that, I'm gonna be working now on in bringing the VSC chain, basically, because I already brought Phantasma, so you gotta bring VSC chain, and I'll be testing that too. And as soon as that's good to go, then we're basically rolling. And like I said before, I trust ICP much more than a regular server. So I think we can even bring this forward to Phantasma, and then Phantasma people can start moving assets from one chain to another if they want to. And obviously to expand into more chains, for example, like Solana and other places, we can do so as well, right? Just gotta make the contracts for that. And I use contracts because I think it's really secure. Because if we were to use other stuff, I just don't know how I feel about that. I feel much better about actually developing contracts and making sure that we are using the functions that we want to use. So yeah, anyway, so that's basically it. If you have questions, concerns, you may speak or don't speak, it's fine. Just know that all of this again is in the works and is for Stellargate. Like I mentioned before, just as a recap, and I'm probably going to be saying this on, I said, I think it was Saturday, is the 17th of August. If you didn't hear about it, that's the time when we're launching Raw, so it will be at 11 a.m. Peruvian time. It's going to be Raw 2.0, okay? So just be mindful of that, that we're doing that. And also we are sending the contracts on VSC for the lending and the merchant offices as well, okay? All of that will be in the week after. So if you miss those news, then just know that that's gonna work, that's gonna happen on August. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so that's your daily updates here from Stellargate. As always, I keep on working, moving forward. And please, if you have any opinions, you can mention them on Telegram. I'm always checking Telegram. Discord not so much, because I think Discord is more for gaming. But it will soon come up, soon enough, right? As soon as we start deploying the assets on Unity, then we'll start to see that. So yeah, anyways, thank you very much for watching this live stream, and I will see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. As long as I keep on sleeping well. Today I slept 4 hours and a half, but that's good enough for me, I think. I think I'm gonna go out walk and do something today so I can sleep better tonight. Because I think I need to sleep 8 hours. I'm dying, basically. Guys, if I die too early, I'm sorry, but I just like to work. Anyways, take care, guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.